What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going over the ultimate Ager Scepter build for a Warlock. This thing's going to make you become Mr. Freeze, and you'll be really happy with the results. Alright, let's look at this build. First we're going to go into the subclass. We're going to be using Stasis, of course. We're going to be using Bleak Watcher, and we'll be using Glacial Harvest. And Glacial Harvest is really great right now, but it is actually going to make this build even better once we get the new seasonal mods. Fragments, we've got Whisper of Bonds, Whisper of Fissures, Whisper of Rhyme, and Whisper of Conduction. All those mods synergize really well to give you overshields, more super energy from killing frozen targets, and bigger explosions from your stasis explosions. Armor mods, we've got Well of Potency, where we pick up a well and we will get super energy. For the higher end content, we'll have Fire and Ice, so that when we defeat those champions, we get Elemental Wells of Solar and Stasis. I'll be running Font of Might, so we get that 20% damage increase to stasis weapons. We'll also have Elemental Armaments, since we'll be using Agers quite a bit, and we'll be making a lot of wells with that. So first, let's look at the upcoming elemental well mods that are really going to make this build even better than it already is. So the first one's going to be Seeking Wells. That one's going to allow the elemental wells to track to you, so you don't actually have to be right on and pick them up. The other ones that I wanted to look at is the elemental shards. This is what's going to make the glacial harvest extremely good, and it counts those shards as elemental wells. So again, you'll be getting more super energy there, on top of the Whisper of Rhymes shield as well. So it's going to be overall even a better build than it is now, but it's extremely strong right now. After we get these next elemental wells, I'll do a little updates to just show how much stronger it really can be. But overall, between Mantle of Battle Harmony and these well mods, you're getting your super extremely fast, and not only that, you're also getting that additional bump of damage when you're not using it. So I just wanted to go to the Thrall check way and just kind of show you what this looks like, when you're having just normal ads and stuff. You'll see how long the super is going to continue to refresh, and the damage on it gives you about 100% increase, so double the damage for Ager Scepter. But you can see here, I can just continually slap this and keep the will given form up, because my super is just going to continue to rise. That's from a number of things. Not only is it from the elemental wells, but it's also from the Whisper of the Bonds, and also from all of the orbs you're making, because it is a masterworked weapon. So overall, extremely strong build. You can see how long I can really keep it up. In a place like Shattered Throne, in the Thrallway checkpoint, you can keep this up indefinitely. One of the things that's really nice about this build is the Whisper of Rhyme overshields. You'll see that as you're freezing things, which you're going to be doing a lot of, you're making that glacial harvest, and with conduction on, they start to track to you, and so you're just going to get those overshields just constantly refreshed, and it really makes you pretty tanky, and gives you that extra level support. You pair this with even just a rift to keep your life going up, and it becomes a really, really strong build. The one thing that I did notice with this is that if you do start killing things a little too quickly, you'll actually fully recharge your super again, which will turn off the perk. I guess that's that one downside, is that you're going to regenerate your super just a little too fast, but overall super strong. Now, to take a look at what this particular loadout does in a master setting, that higher end PvE content. You'll kind of see how quickly this particular build will melt a champion. It's really great on the barriers, because the freeze prevents them from putting up their shield, and you can see that just soloing it with myself, I can take it down pretty quickly. Not only can you take out the bigger, tankier champions, but you can really clean a field up by yourself as long as you're just kind of just prepared for it and freezing everything. You know, a turret helps keep stuff frozen initially, and between you freezing things, the turret freezing things, and all the explosions, you'll see how quickly you can take out, a good chunk of adds at distance and pretty safely. So overall, real strong build. I think this is going to be an extremely good setup for GMs. I just wanted to take a real quick look at a Lost Sector so we can see what the actual damage is against Carl. So you can see in the Lost Sector just how quickly you're just building your super just by cleaning the adds normally. Again, this is due to the fragments that we're using. Of course, Battle Harmony is helping with that because it is a stasis weapon. Alright, now we've got our super. Let's go test this thing out in Carl and see what it does. Alright, we'll just get rid of this guy real quick. Alright, so now you can see as we're heading over, we'll tag Carl and we'll do crit and body. So crit we're doing about 1429 and body we're doing about 889. So now let's pop the catalyst and see. Now we're getting double that damage. We're doing about 2500 and just over 1700 per body. And then once he gets frozen, Ager Scepter will take over and do a little bit more. But as you can see, even those tankier adds, he has no problem really just kind of flying through it. And you'll see that I can just clean the rest of the Lost Sector up. And you can keep this perk up really a long time. And it's just dependent on, you have an adds to kill. As long as you have adds to kill, you can keep this thing up indefinitely. Well, overall, I hope you guys enjoy this build. It's really strong. It's going to be my favorite build of the season. And waiting for these new seasonal mods to come out to make it even better. Give me a like and a subscribe if you like this content. And good hunting, Guardians.